So this is what happens when a long serve is put into the mix. If you put in a long serve, the problem is that a forehand loop can rip holes through your defence. Now, not every long serve can be forehand loop like this, but a lot of them can. As soon as it comes off the end of the table, basically a long serve is a serve that bounces just once. It doesn't bounce twice. It's attackable. It's attackable with a forehand loop. So what we like to do is, what I like to show you in match play, as you can see. Rather than just show you as an example, a demonstration, this is match play. And you can actually see the damage of the forehand loop, the damage the forehand loop has to the long serve. Okay, so how do you avoid being attacked by the forehand loop? Well, that's where the short backspin serve comes in. A short backspin serve. Now, here is an example of what we were doing before in the other episode. We were holding it like a forehand grip. But what I've learned is that there is another grip called the pinch grip. And this pinch grip is literally a pinch. Now, please don't get too carried away with grips. It really is what you're comfortable with. Pinch grip is nice because it feels like your wrist can move, like as can be demonstrated there. Wrist is just your index finger and your thumb. Now that was the spirit. As you can see, Bruce Lee, pinch punch. It's got to be pulse. It's got to be done like a pulse. It's known as pulse movement. So you've just got to do like a sudden pulse type movement, and it's extremely fast. It's just like a quick acceleration. I'm quite happy about that one. So think inch punch. Think inch punch. That's what you got to be thinking about, because that's what you're doing really. It's an inch punch. It's like an inch punch because it's a sudden quick movement and a sudden brush. Now it's quite interesting that I'm showing demonstrations of it, and I was trying my best to do it, and I probably don't do it right. But what I've noticed is the essence of the backspin serve is where you're making contact with the ball. Now this wasn't spoken about in the other episode, but I think this is a very important discovery that I've made. Like I said, I'm learning with you. Okay, so if you can actually think about the ball as a clock, and hitting the top of the ball is 12 o'clock, hitting the bottom of the ball is 6 o'clock, hitting the back of the ball is 3 o'clock. You get the idea. Now, where you want to really hit the ball on a backspin serve, believe it or not, it's about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. You have to go even further than, you definitely don't want to hit the back of the ball, or you'll get no spin. Under the bottom of the ball, you'll get some spin. But if you actually go right around the ball, you'll get a really nice spin, as you can see. There's different types of spin. Now, this is a tornado. As you can see, it swerves to your opponent's right. The other one just swerves to the left. Okay, so the tornado serve swerves to the opponent's right, which is a cyclonic spin. The typhoon swerves to the left. Both of them look very, very similar. And that's going to be one of the things that's going to... Do you see that one? Swerves to the left, swerves to the left, swerves to the left. These are typhoons. It's the only serve that is anti-cyclonic, right? Which means it's clockwise. Clockwise spin will swerve to the left. Alright, so the reverse pendulum now. Now this one isn't great. My reverse pendulum isn't a great reverse pendulum. I'm still learning how to do that shot, but you'll notice it still causes a problem. It has a really unusual spin. To work it out, it's kind of, it seems to have a side spin with backspin. Very short though, reverse pendulum serves, and they're very nice because they cause confusion because they've got that side spin. Now this is a sidewinder. Now this sidewinder, Look at that. Oh, that swerved so viciously to the right that it actually was missed altogether. See, that's a basic backspin serve. Here's a sidewinder, practicing sidewinder. It's good to practice these as much as you can. It's the variety is going to cause major confusion to your opponent because you don't know where he's coming or going. Even despite the fact that the reverse pendulum serve as a short backspin serve is actually classed as cyclonic, the sidewinder is also cyclonic, and it's but they have different properties. They just have a different effect when the person tries to deal with it. That's why it's good to learn different ones. There you go. Look at reverse pendulum. Difficult. Look at that one. That's a little bit of a typhoon there. So you can mix them up, mix the match, and it causes some serious damage. Oh, look at that one. That's a horrible reverse pendulum. It swerved so viciously it was missed altogether. So you get the idea of how these serves are doing their damage. The greatest thing about these serves is they're very short, very difficult to attack. Where people have tried to attack them, you can see the problem. Miss, miss, miss. There you go, miss. Here's what happens. So now people learn not to attack them. What do? You're conditioning your opponent not to attack. And that leads to the third shot attack. Once you've got them into that position where they don't want to attack you, that's a nice position. Once you've done your serve, you put your serve in, you've got to move your feet or this can happen. So you can just, it's going to come back short, so that can happen. You've got to get on your bike, you've got to move your feet. There you go. Move, practice, quick shuffles. Look at that great transfer. That's the spirit. Look at that great transfer. You don't have to do that to your opponent, but you are doing that in a different sort of way now. Okay, so the forehand loop is a fantastic spinny way of dealing with the third shot. Because remember, when that ball comes in short, it's going to come back short. Quite often it will come back fairly short, so you have to, like I said in the other episode, you've got to go spinny. So as you can see, look at these, short, spinny, right? It comes back spinny, backhand, forehand, but mainly I often use that was one that didn't go right too well. The forehand loop, I find, look at that, it's a nice little bit of movement there, good feet. It's that spinniness that has to be there, because the ball's going to come back spinny, you have to be spinny. You've got to work on that spinny third shot. Because the thing about a backspin serve is that people can get used to it, especially if you keep playing it. And some people are good at actually dealing with a short backspin serve, so they can just push it back nicely for you. When they do that, you've got to then open up. Because the biggest advantage, like I've said before, is the fact that it's setting you up. But you have to know how to deal with that. All the spin that you put on it could come back to you. So there's a good drill. So there's a good drill for the backhand. Backhand loop, little jib, backhand loop, just to get that spinniness in there. As you can see, almost robotic. Look at that. Using the torso to just lift the ball and then just brushing through the back of it. You get a really nice spin. It's difficult for your opponent. Look at that. So that's the spinniness. There you go, spinny, spinning, and a spinny shot there, a lovely spinny shot, spinning. Always keep the game spinning, because the rally, you're dictating a spinny rally. Once you put a short backspin serve, your attack needs to spin. Look at that, nice little backhand loop there. Oh, a double backhand loop, see? We're working on that, guys, we're working on that footwork, so that we can get ourselves into position again. So you put your little serve in there, afterwards, that's the shot. See, spinning, nice and spinning, that's a lovely shot. And it's just that spinniness, spinny backhand loop, spinny backhand loop there. So it's good to be spinning on both sides. That's a snake, that's not fair as well. That forehand loop, backhand loop, forehand loop. So everything's got to be spinning. You've got to be prepared for the person to get it back. So if they do get it back, you have to then graft. You have to dig in. You know, you've got to be spinny. You've got to get on your bike, a bit flat-footed there. Nice little serve. You got it though. You got it. So now I have to be spinny. Touch, spinny, push, spinny. All right. So in the other episode, we had the what happens next. Oh, look at that dive. He missed the ball completely. Miraculously make the table, winning the point or get the ball, but then missed the table. This is what happened. Ooh, that was close. So after the serve came in, forehand down the middle, then big forehand. Fantastic aerobatics. Don't try that at home or anywhere. And he got the ball but missed the table, so that's the result. Now here's another one. We get the results next episode. Oh, look at that. It's just fallen. There's a snake shot that set this up, so it's been blocked with anti-spin, so it's going to come back. It's going to come back dirty, horrible. It's going to come back. So big backhand loop, it looks like I'm lining up. Do I whip a backhand winner down the line, hit a backhand that is blocked, followed by a backhand winner, or C, hit a backhand that is aggressively blocked? So leave your answers in the comments. If you like this video, like this video. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you will get more. Guys, let's get good at this game.